Hey guys, Matt from JSA Rifles. Today I'm going to talk about the initial tune of our new two-stage Gauntlet trigger. So after you get your old trigger removed, make sure that this shim is still in place. Go ahead and back out your tension screw. It's going to be a 3mm Allen wrench. Also back out both the engagement and the over travel screw, and those are going to be a 1.5mm. After that's done, we can go ahead and set our trigger in there, add some tension, I have about an 1/8 inch sticking out over here, so that's where I'm going to start. You can see that there's a ton of sear engagement right here, which gives us a long, creepy trigger. So we're going to take some of that out. Now both of these set screws are probably thread locked in place, so you can work them back and forth or take a heat gun to them and break them free. Alright, so I'm going to screw the engagement screw in, and you can see our engagement overlap here is getting smaller and smaller until finally it's going to break. So now I'm going to back it up about an 1/8 to a 1/4 turn. See where we're at. Not too bad. So that amount of engagement is going to be a personal preference, and you're going to want to make sure that you keep the gun safe though, because if you don't have enough there, it's not going to cock, at least not reliably, and you don't want this thing to discharge on its own. The other thing to test once you get it in and adjusted to where you want it is your safety. Make sure your safety is still functioning and the trigger doesn't go off when you disengage. Your over travel screw can be tightened up to where the trigger just touches it after the sear breaks. You can also adjust the first stage travel with a 1.5mm Allen wrench. If you want your second stage lighter, you can either go with a lighter spring in here. You can back your set screw out a bit, and if you want it heavier, it's just the opposite. You can drive it in further. You do have to make sure that you have enough spring pushing the sear up so it can engage when you cock the rifle. And when you put it back together, make sure you put the upper shim on before you put the plate over it. I think that's it. Stay safe.